As you can see, guys, I'm not even done building the farm yet, and we have already gotten a crimson key. That just proves to you how good this farm is. We already have one right here under my cursor, a crimson key right there already. Alrighty guys, so in this next Terraria tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to farm the Biome Crimson Key. Now, these are pretty difficult to come by, just because, one, the enemies in the Crimson are very hard to farm because they are floating, they go through walls, stuff like that, etc. So I'm going to show you an easy farm on how to get the Crimson Key molds. I'm an idiot. I'm going to show you how to farm every single biome key. Now, you guys do not need a crimson world in order for this farm to work. All you're going to have to do is get your hands on some red solution and a clantaminator. So the clantaminator is sold by the steampunker, and it allows you to change what type of biome the world is very quickly. As you can see, if I put the red solution in my ammo, this will now make this a crimson biome. So the first step in order to making this farm work is going to be to hollow out a big chunk of your world, preferably in the underground layers, so that enemies will spawn. The next step, guys, is going to be to get yourself any type of summon weapon. This can be something as good as the tikis, or something like the slime staff or the Stardust Dragon staff. As long as it is a summoning weapon and it does decent amounts of damage, you'll be just fine. Again, I'm an idiot. Don't use the slime staff. It sucks. Use something that does more damage so that it can kill the things around you. So guys, once you have created your crimson biome and you have gotten your summon, there are still a few steps in order to make this farm as efficient as possible. I will be building this farm out of lizard bricks because it will increase the spawn rates at which the enemies come, making this farm much faster. Next, guys, I will be building the actual farm part in which your character will sit, so that you can make this farm as efficient and fast as possible, and time lapse it for you guys so you don't have to sit here and watch me build. As you can see, guys, I'm not even done building the farm yet, and we have already gotten a crimson key. That just proves to you how good this farm is. We already have one right here under my cursor, a crimson key right there already. I'm going to continue building the farm and show you guys exactly how it works. Alrighty guys, so we are now done building our farm, and I'm going to explain to you what all the parts are and what they are used for. So first off, guys, we have these little ramps here for the crawling enemies to fall into this lava pit. We also have it high enough so that they will not be able to jump out. And then we have this T-shaped block here in order to keep them in the lava. The reason we are using this lava is so that we don't have to use our summons to farm. We can just use lava in order to get the biome keys. Guys, this is the ultimate money, souls, and biome key farm. Next, we are going to be using water candles in order to increase spawn rates. We have a little section here where our character can sit, and we have our summon doing most of the work for us, as you can see. Next, guys, I will be doing an optional part of the build. I will be installing a teleporter in order to get in and out of the farm. Alrighty guys, now that we have our teleporters built, it is now super easy to get in and out of the farm. One last thing to note, guys, is that you can make this farm anything you want. So let's say that we want to make this a corruption key farm. What we can do is change this to corruption, and then we will be able to get the corruption key mold instead. So let's spread the corruption. And now instead of crimson enemies spawning, we will have corruption enemies spawning. And this will allow us to get more souls of night and the corruption key mold. One last tip, guys, is you can actually make this farm 2 different keys at the same time, as well as 2 different souls. I will show you what I mean here in a second. What you're going to want to do is grab your blue solution here in order to transform the world into hollow. And what you're going to want to do is spray right down the center of your farm and go right. What this will do is turn the right side into a soul of light farm and the left side into a soul of night farm. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is let this farm run until I get a corruption key. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly how long it takes before I get one, just to prove to you guys that this farm does work. Alrighty guys, so after about 30 minutes of my AFK farm, these are the results. So guys, we have gotten many of the yo-yos, the yellets. We have gotten the Nazar drop. We got 2 mimics to spawn, one being a corrupt mimic and one being a regular mimic. We also, guys, got the frost key. Because we are partly in an ice biome, we ended up getting the frozen key before the corruption key, but there is no problem with that. You have the same amount of chance as getting the corruption key if you're in a corruption ice biome. You can get both of those keys. So putting this farm in an ice biome and then changing it to corruption is actually better, because you will have a chance at getting the corruption and frozen key. We have also, guys, gotten the Amarok vitamins and the poison staff, because we are also in a part spider biome. This farm is absolutely phenomenal, guys. You will get loads and loads of gold. We got over 100 souls of night. We got 228 souls of night. This farm is absolutely phenomenal. You will get key molds probably every 20-30 minutes, as long as you use lizard brick and water candles. The farm is absolutely amazing. This build isn't too hard. After you have beaten Golem, you will be able to do this farm, so that's pretty reasonable. You do not have to use the Stardust Dragon Staff, but I recommend it if you have one handy, because it will do the most damage to these mobs. You can use other things like the Tiki Staff or the Deadly Sphere Staff from the Solar Eclipse instead, if you have not beaten the game yet. This farm is absolutely awesome, guys. The build was pretty easy. Just a teleporter and switch are optional. You do not need them, but it does make it a little bit more accessible and easy. I hope you guys enjoyed the ultimate key farm build. This is an awesome AFK farm that will allow you to get biome keys super easily. Remember, it is a lot easier on you if you build it in an ice biome and then change the ice to whatever biome you'd like. It doesn't have to be in an ice biome, but you will also have the option to get the frozen key as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this Terraria tutorial on how to farm biome keys. I will see you guys in the next video.